Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Access video. We got some Sephiroth stuff to do. So first of all, just to get it with Tifa, I'm going to be fair and do both forms, although I would recommend, if you are stuck with EX0 and you have Tifa EX1 or 2, I'd probably just use Tifa. Because his base form LB is not that good. It's okay. If you have EX1 or EX2, if you can even get EX3, definitely just stick with this. But I'll still show you the build. So obviously this would be his own katana once you're able to get the maximum amount. Currently it's not available, but this video is being made beforehand. So eventually you would use a different katana. Now this is the katana I'm choosing because it's very similar. It doesn't give the stats, but it does give 50% low burst damage. So this is fine. As STMR is very valuable, and I would highly recommend it. Riku's glove could be something else. It's kind of hard to justify not having this here because it's so good. And Photon Core is only here before the killers, obviously. And just as I mentioned, as of this video, the crown does not exist that you can get the 5 times cap with it. So once that happens, that'll be best in slot for him because then I'll give him another slot. Link's vision card is quite good. If you don't have his, I would 1,000,000% if you're able to somehow get EX3 to use his own vision card because it makes everything so much easier. So then this wouldn't have to be here. So he has 3% limit burst damage. He should. Yeah, 3% limit burst damage, 3% human killer, 3% Reaper killer. Obviously we're playing to his strengths. That's okay. But these two things need to be here for a long time until that crown is able to be achieved. But this still needs to be here. There's not really an easy way to get 400% TDH by using like 2 accessories and something else because it's just not so easy. Now if that Clayum and Axstar vision card could work on anybody, because it gives 50% TDH, that would give a little bit of leeway if you don't have his vision card. And unfortunately it's only for FFBE units. And I put this here just to show you guys that it could be variant of builds here. It's the same. It's the same. So I'm going to show you guys how to use our limit bursts and things to look out for in terms of his Brave Shift limit burst. So let's get into it. So first of all, you always want to start off with his Grandness ability because it's just so good. 300% attack buff, 250% limit burst damage buff, and also 50% dark amp. I mean, how can you beat that, right? It's just too good. We're gonna go ahead and dark imbue everybody else and just do our usual things here. We're gonna go ahead and mix elements here. I'm making a video on this tomorrow in case you guys do not know about mixing elements. Mixing elements is the future if you're able to do those kind of things. So first of all, only mix elements that you know that you can control. Like for example, I can light imbue and light imperil, so obviously I would want to do that. If you're only able to imbue but no imperils, then don't bother doing that. Unless the enemy is weak against it, of course, then that's fine. So the trick to using is normal limit burst. There could be some lag involved, but let it go. Wait until that building comes down, and then use your chaining, like that, like now. That's the trick for normal limit burst, guys. I just found this out myself because I never use his base limit burst in his base form, but I researched this for a few hours, and not a few hours, but a little while. And the reason why you don't really want to do this is because the modifier is not as high. It's only 200 times mod, and it doesn't stack. And again, I'm just gonna remind you guys, these two are really necessary. Just reminding you in multiple parts of the video that these two are really necessary, guys. So if you have EX0 lighting but you got an S2 removal, use it. Use it to get this. If you have Cloud, if it's the same situation but for Cloud, use an STR removal. But I think even for some free-to-play players, probably have a few Clouds laying around. 1, because you can pick him, and 2, because he's been in the pool the longest, technically, right? I'm not saying you guys are a mountain of clouds or anything, but I'm just saying that he's the first new vision, so you have a potential of getting Master of Fate more than Indestructible Light. So my recommendation is to Moogle that. So anyways, while the buff is still available, we're gonna go ahead and shift over. And now now you guys better pay attention to this. If you're using a tag chainer, you want to go ahead and use the tag chain before he's done. You want to use him first and then use the tag chain. But if you're using normal chainers, you want to go ahead and chain first and then use him. I noticed that there's a slight delay, and I noticed that tag chaining is very fast. I'll show you what I mean here. So, bam. See how fast that was on the tag chaining? I guess maybe I don't really notice that much, but it is noticeable compared to normal chaining. So like I mentioned, you want to do tag chaining a little afterwards, but you want to do normal chaining before because it's a little slower. And I just tested this myself. This is so much faster on tag chaining. I'm not recommending you always use tag chaining for everything, even though you see it in my videos all the time. It's just a nice scroll compression thing. So once again, this is how you use the Olympus with a tag chainer. Wait a little bit. The beauty of dual elements here. And once again, I'm going to be going into that in a video tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe for that if you are new around here. So with that being said, now we're going to use 2 regular chainers and see how that goes. So we're starting out in our Brave Shift form. We're going to use Fallen Angel. We're going to go ahead and imbue Dark. And once again, we're going to do all the same stuff, or mixing elements again. And once again, I'm going to specify this for you guys. I am not condoning or advocating always. Not condoning. I don't know. I'm not always advocating using dual elements for literally every battle, but some battles are viable to use dual elements on. And you've seen in probably tons of my videos if you watch them. Oh wait, no, we're not doing that. Shift over. I don't think they have any equipment on, by the way. The chaining teammate doesn't matter. Sephiroth is the one we're doing the damage on, right? So, like I said before, you want to go ahead and chain first. And then go ahead and get in. Because you see how slow it was in comparison, guys? Because just think about this. If you used Sephiroth first and then chained, he would almost be over. He would probably be over with before they even started their chain, almost. Depending on lag, of course, and stuff like that. But let me just show you what I mean. Let's just show you what I mean. Let's just go like this. They're not even started. They're not even started. So you can see what I mean by that. The tag chaining is a lot faster. But I'm not saying tag chaining is king. I'm not saying tag chaining is king. I'm just saying that's a little faster. Once again, I'll show you guys what I mean. And everything should still be available. Yep, for one more turn. So see how much faster that was? I'm not advocating tag chaining is the best chaining. I'm just saying that it's faster in this regard. So you gotta keep in mind with that, guys. So that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Once again, I'm gonna mention, this is the 3rd time I'm gonna mention it because there have many people that have been worried about this or confused about this. You need these 2 equipments for now. You can have the crown eventually when it's available in Clash of Wills, but you need these 2 equipments 1,000 and million %. Like an infinite percentage, you need these 2. And the reason for that is because he needs 200% TGH and he has 500% cap. And how you can tell that is with this. See, now he has 100%. And since everybody starts out with 400%, that's why it says chain damage limit boost can up to 200%, because this passive gives 100, Indestructible Light gives another 100, 600%. That's the max. So in case you're wondering about that. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope this helped you out. I know I didn't go a lot into his base form limit burst, but it's pretty simple. Just chain when the building comes down, or maybe a little bit before when you're using normal chaining. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Hope this helped you out, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. I'm going to talk about mixing elements. I think it's definitely needed to be talked about, guys, because a lot of people are stuck in the old era with only using one element, and that's it. And that's fine sometimes, but some other times you want to use other things. So I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow, like I said. So make sure you subscribe. Peace out.